All right, folks, let's talk about Amber and her oh so predictable shift to live streaming. Apparently, she's decided to ditch the hard work of scripted content for the low effort, high reward world of live chats. And honestly, I'm not shocked. Why grind out edited videos when you can just ramble to a camera and let the donations roll in? It's the influencer equivalent of choosing sweatpants over a suit. But, of course, Amber's never going to admit she's chasing the easy money. No, she'll wrap it up in some grand narrative about connecting with her audience or whatever buzzword salad she's serving this week. Her latest stream, titled Things Are Change, yes, that grammatical gem is real, is just another chapter in her ongoing saga of dodging accountability while stirring the pot. If you're new here, Amber's got a reputation for flipping her life upside down faster than you can say, drama alert. So what's the tea this time? Let's break it down. First off, if you're vibing with this unfiltered take, smash that like button and subscribe. It's free, unlike Amber's principles, apparently.
Did I just say that what Aunt Tammy did to you and your mother is uncalled for? There's no reason for her to be smearing your family's information across the internet, immature. All right. So obviously we're going to be talking a bit about that. Hmm. Okay. So first of all, I just want to say, like, genuinely, it's like pretty obvious that my aunt has had a problem with my dad's side of the family, the Reeds, as she calls it, um, since even before I was born. And she's like genuinely taking it all out on me because I went back and I watched the phone call that we had together.
Now, let's get to the meat of it. Aunt Tammy's been airing the family's dirty laundry online, and it's got Amber in a tizzy. Look, I'm not saying Tammy's a saint. Spilling family secrets on the internet is like tossing a Molotov cocktail into a group chat and expecting everyone to stay calm. But Amber's acting like she's the innocent victim here, clutching her pearls and crying about how uncalled for it all is.
I was so clearly disassociative. Like, I'm literally rocking. Like, that's just a way for me to cope, self soothe, etc., etc. Like, the whole thing was really embarrassing because it's like I demonstrated like a trauma response, but like I went back to listen and I was like in and out of disassociating the whole time. So I wanted to like re listen again. And she still cannot thoroughly tell me what I've done wrong that like warrants this type of behavior from her, especially in the last 2 years, especially in the last five. I don't get it. I genuinely don't. I asked her, what did I do in the last 2 years? And she started talking about spaghetti from when I was 14. I don't understand. I never will. It's probably not a concept I'm meant to understand. Um, but she has had it out for my dad's side of the family, obviously, since before I was born. And it's very easy for her to take it out on me. She told you why she was upset with you, though. Madison, nothing she said made sense, love. It was very much, you haven't contacted me in the last 2 years since you've been in Oklahoma. And I showed receipts where I clearly did. Um, so it was just a lot. All right. So another thing I wanted to mention, so like the updates. Oh, you look pretty. I miss your vlogs. Thank you so much. That's sweet.
Girl, please. You don't get to play the saint when you've been stirring drama like it's your full time job. Tammy's out here exposing Amber's family antics, and while it's messy, I'm not entirely convinced it's unprovoked. Amber's got this knack for painting herself as the martyr, but let's not forget she's been dodging family meetups like they're jury duty. Case in point, Amber claims she's been reaching out to Tammy, sending texts, pictures, whatever. But Tammy's receipts tell a different story. Texts where she's trying to connect, only for Amber to pull the not without my mom card. What is this? A supervised playdate?
Ever since this has happened, my mom's mental health has like not only has my mom's, but also mine high. I've already told you guys about that, but like my mom's mental health has been like in the shitter. My mom was doing really good with her mental health and everything. And my aunt sits there and she's just like, I was so worried about my sister's like sobriety and like the kind of drama that Amberlynn brings. But yet it's my aunt that's like literally making my mom's mental health go to shit. Like it's not cool, it's not fun, it's not fresh. Um, which brings me to my grandma is now no longer speaking to my aunt. So you guys really have to focus in real quick. My aunt is disowned by her own daughter, her own mother, her own sister, her own niece. None of us speak to her. She's literally like, it's all about her. Everything is all about her. She's nothing but drama. Like it's a general headache. Like it is a lot. And a lot of people, her family, literally does not want to be in her life.
Amber's out here acting like she's been ghosted, but the evidence suggests she's the one setting boundaries tighter than a drum. And then she has the audacity to simplify it all into, I contacted her, so I'm the good guy. Nah, that's not how this works. It's classic Amber, twisting the narrative until it fits her victim aesthetic. If you're falling for her poor me act, I've got a bridge to sell you.
And it's really sad because my grandma, she has cancer. My grandma is in her 70s. She's going through radiation. Cancer might have spread. Like she's going through a lot right now. And the only way for my grandma to communicate with people is through her cell phone. She doesn't have a house phone. What does my aunt do a couple days ago? She turns off my grandma's phone. My grandma is an elderly woman and she needs to be able to call people in case she needs help for her doctor's appointments, etc., etc. So it's like my aunt is evil, genuinely evil. And I also like I had this random thought of like, do I want to maybe in a separate live stream, maybe in a video, I don't know, maybe not. I don't know. I just feel like my word and my side needs to be shared because when my when Tammy, I was gonna say my aunt, but when Tammy called me, I literally shut down completely. Like you guys saw that. I genuinely couldn't even control it. I completely shut down. And I almost want to like,
Oh, and don't get me started on Amber's favorite game, buzzword bingo. In her stream, she's throwing around terms like disassociating, self soothing, and triggered, like she's reading from a psychology textbook she found on TikTok. She claims she was rocking during a phone call with Tammy, implying some deep trauma response. But let's cut through the fog here. Amber's not having a clinical meltdown, she's just mad, sad, and maybe a little embarrassed. These are normal human emotions, not a DSM 5 checklist. Yet, she's milking it for all it's worth, framing every inconvenience as a unique, earth shattering trauma. Newsflash, Amber. Getting called out by your aunt doesn't make you a survivor of some grand psychological ordeal. It makes you someone who got caught in the family group chat looking foolish. She even admits to fawning during the call, nodding along, agreeing with Tammy to avoid conflict. Sounds less like a trauma response and more like someone who knows they're in the wrong and doesn't have a comeback ready. But give her a few days and she'll spin it into a full-blown narrative where she's the hero, Tammy's the villain, and the truth is just collateral damage.
maybe react to that phone call and like say things that I would have said if I wasn't in the state of like shutting down. Say things that I would have said like if I wasn't constantly being interrupted, if I wasn't constantly being berated, if I wasn't constantly being like verbally attacked. I don't know if that's something I want to do, but it's like she decided to put this all online, and I kind of feel like it's only fair that I also get to speak on it. I don't really know.
Then there's the bit about Mama Lynn's mental health, which Amber claims is tanking because of Tammy's online antics. Okay, fair point. Nobody wants their family drama broadcasted like it's a reality show. If Tammy's genuinely worried about her sister's sobriety, maybe blasting it on the internet isn't the move. But let's not pretend Amber's hands are clean here. She's been at the center of this family storm for years, and I'd bet my left AirPod that her chaos is a bigger threat to Mama Lynn's peace than Tammy's tell-all posts.
Um, and also, I'm having this weird like inner thigh pain, and I'm like, is blood clot finally here? So I don't really know. Because as you guys know, my D dimer was high. It was elevated. Um, but yeah, I'm having this like weird, like inner thigh situation type deal. And these are all things that I'd probably talk about in a vlog, but which brings me to my next thing. I'm done with the vlogs for now. I'm done with the videos for now. I'm done filming for now. Currently in this moment, I am thinking that probably my next vlog is gonna be December 1st. But you guys know me, I change my mind constantly. Um, that's just how I roll around here. That's just how I do things. I'm constantly like changing my mind. So what I want to do is No, filming is actually a lot easier, Sarah, than live streams for me. Filming and editing, editing is kind of therapeutic. I love editing. It's so fun. Um,
Amber's out here acting like she's the protector of her mom's mental health. But last we checked, Mama Lynn was shrugging this off like it's just another Tuesday. Either she's unbothered or she's just too tired to deal with Amber's theatrics. Amber's also pushing this story that Tammy's been disowned by the entire family. Grandma, mom, niece, the works. She paints it like Tammy's the black sheep. But let's flip that script. If everyone in your family is cutting you off, maybe it's not them. Maybe it's you. Or, hear me out, maybe this family's just a hot mess all around. Amber wants us to believe they're all saints and Tammy's the devil, but I'm not buying it. Dysfunction this deep usually means everyone's got some dirt on their hands. And then there's this wild claim about Tammy turning off Grandma's phone. An elderly woman in her 70s battling cancer needs her phone for doctor's appointments, and Tammy just cuts it off. That's cartoon villain level evil if it's true. But with Amber's track record of exaggeration, I'm calling bluff until I see receipts. There's probably a boring explanation, like a billing mix-up, that Amber's spun into a soap opera plot. She's not exactly known for letting the truth get in the way of a good story. Let's talk about the lunchroom saga, because this is peak Amber nonsense. Apparently, she went to war over not being able to bring food to work, spinning this elaborate tale about how it's against the rules. Tammy, bless her, called to check, and surprise, Amber was lying through her teeth. The workplace was like, yeah, bring your lunch, no problem. Amber's response, she claims she was right next to a coworker, laughing about it. Sure, Jan. Then comes the handwritten note in the break room, supposedly banning outside food, which everyone and their dog knows Amber probably wrote herself. This woman went to Ocean's 11 lengths just to sneak her hot Cheetos. That's not dedication, that's desperation. Speaking of hot Cheetos, Amber's now swearing them off, claiming they gave her stomach cramps so bad she's basically dying. Never again, she says, like she's delivering a Shakespearean monologue. Girl, it's not the Cheetos, it's your life choices. But of course, she's got to turn a tummy ache into a full-blown medical drama, complete with her favorite buzzword, anxiety. Oh, and let's not forget the inner thigh pain she's hyping up as a potential blood clot. Is it finally here? She says, like she's been waiting for her Oscar-worthy health scare. Spoiler, it's probably nothing, but Amber's never met a normal sensation she couldn't turn into a crisis.
I have so much like anxiety about like this thigh pain, and my stomach hurts so bad, like cramps to the extrematory. Food is not in my radar. Like I feel so ill. Oh, your mother, thank you for the super chat. What's your birth chart? You don't give Cap energy. Definitely a Capricorn. Sorry, December 27th, 1990 is my birthday. Um,
And then there's the D-dimer saga, which Amber's still milking like it's her job. Back in May 25, she had an elevated D-dimer, which her doctor explained was likely due to a recent infection, like cellulitis or COVID. Pretty standard stuff. D-dimer levels can spike after infections. But Amber? She's out here acting like her doctor's an idiot for not diagnosing her with a blood clot on the spot. She's basically WebMD personified, cherry-picking symptoms to fuel her narrative. The nurse literally told her, "We checked your lungs, you're fine." But Amber's still clinging to this months-old lab result like it's her personality now. Imagine arguing with medical professionals because you'd rather have a dramatic diagnosis than a boring explanation. That's Amber in a nutshell.
go to the ER. Oh, that's cute. Why? Don't scare me. Please do not scare me. I already have the anxiety. Please don't. Um, so it's really weird as hell. Like, why would someone invade your privacy like that? I don't know. They're gonna say like, "Oh, you're a public figure, so we're allowed to take pictures of you," which is very true. Um, it's not in my calf; it's in my thigh. Did I meant to say thigh, and you can have blood clots in your thigh. It's very much a thing. But I will say, before I get cellulitis, I do get like groin calf pain due to like the lymph nodes there. So I'm like hoping maybe that's it. I'd rather have cellulitis so I can get rid of that with the quickness because I'm so used to it. It's something I've experienced since I was a teenager. I'd rather not have a what you call it. But as for the hospital, like literally, it's so crazy. I would rather see my doctor, obviously, but with something like that, like it'd be like scheduled in a week, and by that time it's like, uh-oh. So I might go to the hospital tomorrow. I don't know. You should go into your masked lesbian era, cut hair. Hell no. That would be a big no for me. But thank you. Girl, you gotta be over 600. No, I'm not, but thank you for the super chat. I think she does give Capricorn. Hey, listen. Guess who else was a Capricorn? Guess who else was a Capricorn?
Oh, and surprise. Surprise, Amber's done with vlogs. Why? Because they require effort, and that's clearly not in her vocabulary. She's all about live streams now, where she can just hit go live, ramble about her anxiety, her word, not mine, and watch the donations pour in. She claims filming and editing is therapeutic and easier than live streaming, but then why ditch it? Oh, right, because live streams are a cash cow with zero prep. No script, no edits, just Amber monologuing about her thigh pain while trolls and fans alike throw money at her. It's like she's cracked the code to getting paid for existing, and I'd almost respect the hustle if it wasn't so infuriating.
I'm gonna be going live randomly. There's gonna be no set schedule. It's gonna be purely just we're in my live stream era right now, okay? So it's not commitment issues, it's indecisive issues. Um, so I very much just like, I don't know. I really sorry, I'm trying to also read the chat and see what you guys think. People love the live streams. Like that's obvious. I get more views on live streams. You guys, your attention span is longer. Um, so yeah. Let's see here. Thank you, Minnie, for the super chat. You're nothing but a bitch, but I love that because I got your money, honey. Anyone who wishes death on someone, like you're psycho, like literally psycho. Anastasia, thank you for the super chat. Lazy quit YouTube if you can't film vlogs. Some people don't film vlogs. Some people are just live streams, a live stream people, and I just want to do live streams, and that's okay. I have done vlogs for 13 years on YouTube. I think it's okay to take a break from that. Um, Genuinely. How many times a week will it be at least? At least twice, maybe more, maybe daily, maybe multiple times a day. I don't know. Regardless, there will be 2 a week. So, um, yeah, vlogs are not as engaging for sure. Yes. Um, yes, at least twice. Very old school live stream is where it's going. Yeah, a lot of people live stream. It's very fun. Thank you, Shrek Eats Cupcakes. I don't know why, but that's kind of a cute username.
She tries to spin this as indecisiveness, not commitment issues. Please. Calling Amber indecisive is like calling a tornado unpredictable. It's just chaos by design. She's not wrestling with big ideas, she's just allergic to anything that requires follow through. Her live stream era is just a fancy way of saying, I found a way to do less work and still get paid. And the worst part? It's working. Her fans eat it up, and even the trolls calling her out are tossing coins into her chat. Pro tip? If you're mad at Amber, stop funding her ego. You're not owning her, you're paying her rent.
A live weigh-in. I mean, if you guys want to send me like $500, sure. Oh my god, listen. The goals type thing, can you just set a goal on here? I don't even know. You're high. I'm actually not today. I'm not today. Um, we're seeing a wedding venue on Thursday. Oh my god, that is so awesome. Abby, listen, just because someone wants money does not mean that they're broke. I'm by far from broke, but thank you. Um, that's genius. I know. If you want me to step on that scale, I mean, God, the big bucks. Just kidding. But yeah, that's what a lot of live streamers do. That's why TikTok, that's why YouTube, they set up the thing to where you can have goals. It's for people to e-beg, if you will. And I rarely do that, so don't come for me, please. Everything got a price. Exactly. Exactly.
And can we talk about the bingo photos? Apparently, someone snapped Amber at a bingo hall, looking pretty big next to a Wheel of Fortune prop. The internet's losing it, and Amber's leaning into the drama, whining about her cramps to the extremitory. Yes, she said that. And how food's not on her radar. Sure, Amber, you're definitely not thinking about food while you're publicly obsessing over hot Cheetos. The body-shaming comments in her chat are gross. Don't get me wrong, but Amber's not exactly above using her health woes for sympathy points.
So when it comes to like updates regarding like my weight and my et ceteras of it all, um, I'm probably just gonna do those via live stream. Like everything is just gonna be via live stream as of right now because that's just like where I'm located, how I feel is the best for me. You should use a cooler tone eyebrow pencil, no hate. I actually really love my eyebrows today. It matches my hair color. Thank you. Um, oh, because you big me now. I don't know what you mean by all these references. Like, okay, people gonna hate this, but honestly, I'm here for it. I don't give a fuck, Purse Baby, but I'm so glad you're here for it. Me too. Me too. Um, have you spoken to Beck? I did text them. Yes, I did. Um, yes, everyone pray for thank you for super chat. Pray for Beck, positive thoughts and all of that, please.
It's a vicious cycle. She baits the trolls, they take the bait, and her PayPal balance grows. Genius or pathetic? You decide. Amber's out here acting like she's dodging paparazzi at a bingo hall, clutching her pearls over a TikTok video someone took of her in the wild. She's all, why would someone invade my privacy like that? Girl, you're not Beyonce. You're a niche YouTuber in the drama channel corner of the internet, 3 layers deep in obscurity. YouTube's already a niche platform, drama content's a smaller slice, and Amber's LOL cow audience is a speck in that pie. People in Oklahoma City aren't chasing her down with cameras. She's lucky if the cashier at Walmart gives her a second glance. Oh, and don't miss the Rosie drama. Someone in chat predicts Rosie will betray Amber on October 11th, 2025. And Amber's like, why would she? I know private stuff about her. It's peak mean girl energy, acting tough to hide her paranoia. She's putting on a con facade, love that term, to seem untouchable, but it's obvious she's rattled. Amber can't just shrug off the comment. She has to flex that she's got dirt on Rosie, like they're in a high school clique. It's not confidence, it's desperation to look like nothing gets to her.
My entry in the pool is Rosie betrays you. Wait, what? My entry in the pool is Rosie betrays you. 10, 11, 25. Ew. So you think on October 11th, 2025, Rosie is gonna betray me? Think so, because I know things that she doesn't want the YouTubes to know. So it's like if she betrays me, it's like why would you betray someone who knows like private stuff? Why would you betray a friend? I don't understand like the way that people think, you know? Jordy's not muscle shirt. Thank you for the super chat. Honestly, keep gaining. You're never gonna change. Thank you for the super chat. Get your razor phone and live stream on TikTok at the same time as YouTube. Love you, girl. Christine. Oh my god. What a genius idea. I love that. Sent you an IG message of bingo paparazzi, bitch. I am there. Hold on. Did you send me like a screenshot? Because some of the if you sent me like an attachment, I have a lot of these like haters blocked, so I won't be able to see it. Um, so you're gonna have to send me a screenshot. And is it the first time you've ever sent me a message? Wait, hold on. No, that's not it. Oh my god, Rosie! I just saw your message on Instagram. Hold on. Send me Rosie, reply to my message on whatchamacallit. Send me the TikTok, I wanna see. Oh my god, I wanna see this. Excited. Oh my god, I love being paparazzi. I'm so special and unique. Paparazzi me more. I don't give a fuck.
Yet, she's bouncing around like a teenager, squealing, I'm so special, over a blurry TikTok. She claims she gets recognized every time. She leaves her apartment, but the way she's hyping this video, it's probably the first time it's happened since 2023. And let's talk about her reaction. I look kind of cute too. She's practically framing this TikTok for her vision board. For someone who claims to hate the invasion of privacy, she's sure soaking up the attention. She even notes she was in the smoking section because her mom smokes. Thanks for the reminder, Amber. We'll never forget Mama Lynn's habits now. But the real kicker? She's acting like this video caught her off guard, yet she's living for it. If nobody's saying hi to her in person, and she's begging them to, maybe it's because her celebrity status exists mostly in her head.
Hell yeah, bitches! Look at me! I'm out in the fucking wild, bro. I'm out in the wild. Look at my mom's hair. She looks so cute. My mom did like a like her hair is now since she cut off so much, like it's like curly, so she like did like a little scrunch type deal. Look at me. Wait, so that was before wait, when was this? I'm trying to gauge because was my friend there? So, I don't see my stepdad okay, yeah, so this was, like, right when I got there. I am genuinely okay, I'm trying to figure out. So there's a glass, so that means this person was in the non-smoking section because I sit in the smoking section because my mom, smokes, duh. And I walked right past them to go to the bathroom, and I remember them staring at me. Okay, this is why did you get a picture of me walking, girl? Because you don't want them to see how mobile I really am? Oh my god. I actually live for this, I'm not gonna lie about it. I look kinda cute too. I'm wearing the same earrings as I'm wearing today. Yeah, I don't care about stuff like that, like, genuinely, I don't. It's just like, come say hi, don't be so scared, you know? Anyway, Icy, welcome to Stream Queens. Um, she's so pathetic. Who? Hey girl, I get leg cramps when I haven't drank enough water. Make sure you're hydrated. Also, you need to read the new oh, there's a new one. Oh wait, oh my god, avocado. Have you seen at Target, they have all of her books and they're all the outside of it, like the what do you call that part? Like the pages. They're all like brightly colored. Like one is like bright yellow, one is like bright green, one is like bright orange, one is bright pink. So cool.
Then we get to the meat of it, Amber's obsession with her self-diagnosed BPD. Someone in chat calls her out, pointing out that her claims of mania don't align with BPD, they're a hallmark of bipolar disorder. The commenter's like, "Google it, please." And Amber's response? She stares at her screen, mumbles, "I'm not going to argue," and dips. Why? Because she's been caught. BPD doesn't cause mania, but Amber's been throwing around the term like it's her brand. She's not manic. She's just read some WebMD articles and decided it sounds quirky and interesting. It's like she's collecting mental health buzzwords to spice up her persona, and when someone challenges her, she shuts down faster than a knockoff iPhone. Amber insists she's been diagnosed with BPD, but she's probably just Googled the symptoms, decided they fit her unique emotions, and ran with it. She's out here saying, "When I'm sad, I feel like I'm dying," as if that's some exclusive BPD experience.
ALR, if you're in discomfort, you should go to the ER. A week is too late to see your doc. Yeah, Chris, I know. That's why I think I'm gonna go tomorrow. It's my 18th birthday. Any advice for college? Happy birthday. Any advice for college? Have fun, but also do your work because you definitely don't want to be paying all that money for no reason. Because I know for me, like when I went to college, I made sure to get straight A's. I made sure that was all I focused on. If I can do it, you can do it. But have fun too. Like live that college experience. Um, but yeah, like it's so funny when people take pictures of me and then they don't come up to me. I wanted them to come up to me so bad. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Um, Catnip. I had to move across the country, love. I would have kept going. Yeah, bingo has smoking sections. So do casinos. Most casinos you can smoke the whole place down. Like it's crazy. Um, Please be so for real, girl. LMAO, you went for 1 semester. No, I went longer than that, but thank you. Thank you, thank you. Did you win bingo? I did, I did. I won 600. Hannah, hello, hello, welcome. She was the Victorian. No, very much not that.
Newsflash, Amber, that's called being human. Most people feel intense emotions. You're not special for having a bad day. But in her mind, every feeling is a blockbuster production, and she's the star. She might just be immature, craving instant gratification and throwing tantrums when she doesn't get it. BPD or not, that tracks. Amber's emotional maturity seems stuck in middle school. Speaking of immaturity, let's talk about the narcissism call-out. Amber's chat is screaming that she's a textbook narcissist, and she's not having it. She's like, "People only call me a narcissist because it's easier to hate me that way." Oh, honey, no. It's not about hating you. It's about the glaring red flags. Amber's refusal to even entertain the idea of narcissism is what makes her insufferable.
How'd you grow your hair out? I don't know. I will tell you one thing, this is my hair not straight. Like, my hair, like, a year and a half ago was fried to the gods. Like, the only way I can get it to look like this was to straighten it. but I know this is gonna sound crazy. I stopped using conditioner. I don't know why, but I feel like conditioner is literally I have a conspiracy theory about it. It makes your hair want more conditioner just so you can continuously buy it, because I'm telling you, I stopped using conditioner and it genuinely changed my hair for the better. But everyone hair is different, so don't come for me. Some people need all the conditioner, some people need none. I don't need it. I genuinely don't. It genuinely has changed my hair. Because my hair used to be so frizzy, fried, and gross, like, it was, like, poofy. It was, like, poofed. Oh, it was so bad, and to get it to look like this, I had to do a lot of work, and now it just naturally is like this. I didn't do anything. I haven't straightened it, nothing.
If she owned it, maybe sought help, people might cut her some slack. But instead, she doubles down, acting like she's above the label while simultaneously proving it with every word. I see through you guys, she says, as if she's cracked some grand conspiracy. The only thing she's seeing through is her own reflection, and she's loving every second of it. BPD behaviors can look similar, but the motives differ. Amber claims her actions stem from abandonment issues, but it's looking more like a thirst for control and attention. She's not consciously faking BPD, she's just mirroring the symptoms because they get her the sympathy and clout she craves. It's not about self-awareness, it's about whatever gets her the most narcissistic supply. And the saddest part, she doesn't even see it.
Um, why are you charging fans to interact with you? It literally, this is what YouTube, like, is for. This is why YouTube made these things. I'm not doing something that literally maybe 50,000 plus other people are doing, so stop coming for me with, "Thank you for the money." Like, what? Ugh. I get rude to people who are rude to me first. "Hey, Amber, my girlfriend showed me to your content years ago." Oh my god, well, thank you for staying. Hi. Hello from a non-member. Hi, Irony. How are you? How are you? Um, yeah, like, if I wanna show you guys something. Okay, so this is the chat now, right? Watch this. Watch what's about to go down. I cannot think straight. Okay, watch. Anyone is able to chat now. Anybody. I just wanna show you what I mean and why I have it on members, okay? I just wanna show you. Health issues after Bex. Oh boy, this has nothing to do with Beck love, but thank you for the money. Let them free. I should have like a other people do this. They have like a goal where if they reach it, then all they call it the grays. The grays can speak. But yeah, it just moves really fast. Um,
And then we have Amber dishing out weight loss advice, because apparently she's an expert now. Someone asks about calorie counting versus Weight Watchers. And Amber's like, calorie counting because Weight Watchers has too many 0 point options and it's easy to overeat. Ma'am, you're not exactly the poster child for dietary discipline. She's out here giving advice when she's never stuck with anything long enough to know if it works. She admits to blowing past her Weight Watchers points by 1,000 a week, blaming the 0 point options. No, Amber, the problem wasn't the 0 point foods, it was you. Her opinion on weight loss is about as useful as a screen door on a submarine, yet she's delivering it with the confidence of a nutritionist. The audacity. The cherry on top is Amber's reaction to being called lazy. Someone in chat says, "The only illness you have is laziness." And she fires back, "I'm by far from lazy." Girl, what? Amber's week consists of eating, scrolling her phone, and hitting go live for cash. That's not a hustle, that's a hammock. She could be making vlogs, creating content, or doing literally anything productive, but nah, she's too busy perfecting her victim act.
I'm not 600 pounds, but thank you. So anyone who weighs 140 right now, I just want you to know if you weigh 140, you're actually 200 pounds, okay? If you weigh 140, you are 200 pounds. It's official. She's high on coke. Oh my god. I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. I will not weigh myself again unless I'm set $500. What's changing? Thank you for the super chat. So my schedule, I'm not gonna vlog. There's no such thing as videos anymore. I'm going strictly to live streaming. Um, and yeah. Everyone's still trying to scare her. Amber, this happens in life. Aches, pains. No, I totally agree. Thank you for joining Stream Queens, Weaker with an F. I loved your vlogs. Well, I'm more than likely going to be doing Vlogmas, so I'm your biggest fan. Love from LA. Thank you, Justine. My sister Tipa is your biggest fan. Shout her out. Hello, Tipa from Quinn. Hello, hello. Or Gwen. I'm really bad with names. Very much bad with names, I will say. Um, she's matching the mean girl energy y'all put out and y'all get pissed. Oh my god. Hold on. Can I? Oh my god, wait. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Wait, this is everything. How do I? We're pinning that message because I'm telling you, that is it right there. That is it right there. Can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen type deal. You know what I'm saying? Amberlynn has never been rude to me. She's nice. Avocado, of course, because you're nice. I would never be rude to someone who's nice. I'm only rude to those who are rude to me. And it's like, if anyone ever sees me being rude to someone who just like says something super simple, it's because I remember them from last week. I remember them from last live stream. Like, that's all it is. Like, I'm not going to respect those who don't respect me.
The worst part? She could own it, lean into the I'm lazy and still getting paid vibe, but instead she's pretending she's some hardworking mogul. The lack of self-awareness is staggering. She even admits her private, members-only streams were calmer, code for boring, just a bunch of fans kissing up to her. Now, she's all about the public streams where haters and trolls keep the chat spicy and the donations flowing. It's not about entertaining, it's about attention, and Amber's eating it up like it's her last meal. Amber's obsession with her BPD queen status is next level. She claims she's not ashamed anymore, but let's be real. She's been shouting it from the rooftops since she first Googled the term. For someone who claims BPD has a stigma, she wears it like a crown, milking it for sympathy and content.
I mean, same. Sometimes feeling manic feels like happy. You don't feel like all these like horrid emotions and feelings. And trust me, I do feel them. But sometimes I have to come on live stream and I have to put a mask on. I have to do my job. I can't be like crying. I can't be like, acting like Debbie Downer. I have to be fucking strong. Okay. It is what it is. So that's that. Um, so we're all insane here. I know. I know. What happened to your grandma after the talk with Tammy? Oh, my grandma doesn't talk to Tammy anymore. Don't blame her. Manic for me is like, wow, I'm not depressed. I can get out of bed. Very that coded, yeah. Um, girl, I know you're making all the reaction channels day tomorrow. Yeah, every time I go live, they know they're about to get a check. They know they're about to get a check. Like I pay for all their roofs. Love it. I got a cameo from DM. It was great. Please do cameo. Good, Matthew. Thank you for the super chat. I am on Cameo, but I just am choosing not to do Cameo in this current moment. I'll let you know when I'm back on there though. So yeah. So obviously she was lying about your grandma not wanting a relationship with you. Yes, that is correct.
It's very apparent I have it, she says, as if her self-diagnosis is gospel. But when pressed, she's got nothing but buzzwords and vague feelings. She's never been formally diagnosed, and I'm inclined to agree. She's just latched onto BPD because it makes her feel special. Every emotion is extreme, every heartbreak is dying, and every high is euphoric. Sounds less like a disorder and more like someone who's never learned to handle life's ups and downs.
I miss non-members. Then go hang out with them. What do you think is the worst symptom of your BPD experience? Oh my god. Everything? I can't just choose one. I guess feeling everything so fucking strongly that it literally just feels like just having to feel everything like with such sharp I don't know how to explain it. It's hard to explain. Like when I'm sad, I genuinely feel like I'm like dying. Like when I'm heartbroken, I genuinely feel like I'm dying. But the good part about it is like when I'm happy, I feel like euphoric. Like it's like when I'm in love, I genuinely feel like especially my last relationship with Emily, I felt like I took a drug that was never introduced to me before. It was the most amazing feeling I've ever felt in my life. It's just everything is way more extreme. Anger is rage. The list can go on. But it's like that depression where you feel trigger warning, suicidal. that to me is fucked. And I would feel it a lot. I would keep it in. I wouldn't share it online, obviously. But my mom, she saw it and she was like, "Honey, you need help. I'm like worried about you." That's when I started the Zoloft. Thankfully, it has helped a lot, actually. I'm very grateful for that. Is Mary Cinnamon Toast Ken's wife? I don't know who any of those people are. I have no idea. But thank you for the super chat. Odd Kangaroo, welcome to Stream Queens Mini. Are you addicted to the hate? No. But thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it.
Amber's gaslighting game is strong, and the no pants drama is a perfect example. In a previous stream, she casually admitted to streaming without pants, Winnie the Pooh style, just a shirt, no bottoms. Now, when someone asks if she's wearing pants, she flips it. You guys are weird for asking. Excuse me? You're the one who brought it up, Amber. She's out here acting like her audience is obsessed when she's the one oversharing about her lack of pants and crusty couch. And don't get me started on the wiping debate. She's openly said wiping is hard at her size, especially pre-hysterectomy, but when someone brings it up, she snaps, "You're obsessed with fat people." Gaslighting 101, admit something, then make others feel crazy for mentioning it. The hypocrisy is thicker than her hot Cheeto stash. Speaking of hot Cheetos, she's back to swearing them off, claiming they rotted her stomach. "I bought a lot of hot Cheetos. You guys won't believe how many," she says, then blames her stomach pain on them. She probably ate them all in one sitting, and that's why she's whining about a rotted stomach. But sure, Amber, it's the Cheetos, not your life choices.
All those thoughts can smother you. Oh, for sure. Are you still single? Yes. Yes. Limerence. Oh my god. I know all about limerence. Yes. I've experienced it before. Yes, our brains are literally built different. I can go from loving life to wanting to end my existence in an hour. Yes. That's why people don't understand in my live streams, like I'll be crying 1 minute and like literally 2 minutes later, like not crying anymore. I'm laughing, etc., etc. People are like, how can her moods bounce that quickly? That is the difference between borderline personality disorder and bipolar. Borderline personality disorder, your emotions literally all day long. You're back and forth, back and forth. You love life, you hate life. You love life, you hate life. With bipolar, it's not like that. It's like weeks you experience a low, weeks you experience a high. But no, for me, it's all day, every day. I'm like, and it's definitely exhausting. The Zoloft has helped. Hi Queen, can you say hi to my sister Mars? Hello, hello, Mars. Um,
Oh, and here we go again with Amber's favorite pastime, turning every ache into a medical emergency. This time it's thigh pain that she's convinced is a blood clot. She's tossing around phrases like health anxiety and "I might go to the hospital tomorrow," planting seeds for sympathy donations while acting like she's one step from flatlining. Amber's the girl who cried wolf. She's got a history of rushing to the ER for every twinge, treating it like her primary care provider. A year ago, it was heart issues from energy drinks. Shocker. And she sat in the ER for 14 hours over an abnormal EKG. Now, she's back at it, hyping up a leg cramp like it's a Netflix docuseries. Newsflash, if you're joking about anxiety and flatlining, it's probably not that serious. She should probably see a doctor regularly given her size, but Amber's not about that preventative care life. Why schedule a checkup when you can milk a dramatic ER visit for content? She's even got the audacity to guilt Mama Lynn into taking her, acting like it's no big deal to make her mom miss work for a 20-hour ER marathon. "I'm her daughter. She wants to help." Sure, Amber, but maybe people say yes to you because your tantrums are a nightmare to deal with. It's not love, it's exhaustion. Then there's the eyebrow saga, a perfect snapshot of Amber's inability to handle criticism. Someone in her chat suggests using a cooler toned eyebrow pencil. No hate, just a tip. A normal person might say, "Thanks, I'll think about it," or just ignore it. Not Amber. She launches into a defensive rant. "I love my eyebrows today, they match my hair." It's like she's trying to convince herself more than anyone else. This is classic narcissism.
hypomania happens with BPD. Yeah. It's crazy how people like think that they're doctors. I like genuinely can't. I like genuinely can't. You're not a psychologist. You're not a therapist. You're not the one experiencing what I'm experiencing. So hop off the armchair, love. The armchair is about to break. Okay. We only have 15 members. No, I do not only have 15 members. A super chat is still cheaper than a paying hooker. A super chat is still cheaper than paying a hooker. That's true. That's very true. Actually has classic BPD. Yeah, it's pretty sad actually. It's very obvious. And the people who diagnose me as a narcissist are those who like give narcissists, which narcissists they have a bad name. So do people with BPD, but narcissists have even a worse name, obviously. And the people who diagnose me as a narcissist are those who want to genuinely see me in every bad light possible. So it's easier for them to not sympathize with a narcissist versus sympathizing with someone with BPD. Trust me, I get it. Like, I see through you guys. It's totally fine. Narcissistic got us here. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Like, genuinely. Amberlynn, if you were me, would you recommend calorie counting or Weight Watchers? Like, which worked better? I haven't done Weight Watchers since 2009. I honestly feel like calorie counting because with Weight Watchers, it's so easy to like overeat because there's so many zero calorie options, or zero calorie, 0 point options. So I would go with counting calories for sure. Gabby, thank you for the super chat. Can you give a shout out and say hi, Anita? Hello, Anita. I'm not gonna fall for it, Leo. Thank you for the super chat. The only illness you have is laziness. I'm by far from lazy, but thank you for the super chat.
One mild critique, and she's spiraling, fronting confidence to mask the sting. Inside, she's probably fuming that someone dared comment on her appearance. It's not about the eyebrows, it's about her fragile ego that can't handle a single suggestion without turning it into a personal attack. Amber's college advice is another gem. Someone asks for tips as an 18-year-old heading to college, and Amber's like, have fun, but do your work. Wow, groundbreaking. She talks about college like she's a Harvard grad, but the tea is she barely lasted a year.
Yeah, my private streams were a lot calmer. I will say that. Plus, I was in better health, like mental health back then. Hales, thank you for the super chat. Odd Kangaroo, I have no idea. The deceiver who has been exposed lying for 11 years claims that they are lying, right? Oh my god. I love you giving me all your money. Thank you so much. You probably, never mind, I'm not even gonna say it. Did you see someone took your picture at bingo? I did. I love being followed by the paparazzi. Oh my god, sugar glider. That's the funniest thing you've ever said. Amber, reading is great for the soul and anxiety. Reading now Our House by Louise Candish, 5 star psychological thriller. I'm actually not reading now, but I've been thinking about it because I get in like these reading slumps, and then when I get out of the slumps, all I can do is read. I'm like genuinely obsessed. And I want to go back to reading so bad. Oh, did you guys just see my Legos? My Legos. See these right here? There's more, but those are all the Legos I haven't done yet. But Our House by Louise, I need to remember that. I'm not saying you don't have BBD. BBD? I learned how to read. I'm not saying you don't have BPD. You do. I am bipolar. You just don't experience mania. If you do, then you are bipolar. Google it, please. I'm not going to argue with you. I am choosing to step away. Leo, welcome to Stream Queens Mini. What are you having for dinner? I don't know. The only lie to protect people. I do, Courtney. Thank you for the super chat, love. Can you start an OF where you stomp on Legos with your bare feet? Stop. No. You look pretty tonight. The makeup looks so good. Thank you, cornbread. Thank you so much. I appreciate that compliment. Do you think you might be experiencing ARFID? ARFID. That sounds familiar. I need to Google what that is. ARFID.
Amber claims the headmaster, because of course it's someone important, told her she'd be great at criminal justice due to her parents' criminal past. So she switched majors, decided it wasn't for her, and dropped out. Now she's proud of quitting because some dean supposedly hyped her up? Please. She didn't finish college, and her vague 14 months claim is just her dodging specifics. It's classic Amber, exaggerating her credentials while giving advice she's not qualified to give. And let's not forget the money. Amber's live streams are a gold mine, and she's not even trying to hide it. She jokingly says she'll do a live weigh-in for $500, and while she claims she's not high, you can practically hear the cash register in her head.
Yeah. Amber, don't even attempt to explain yourself as someone who was diagnosed with BPD at 15, almost 24. It's very apparent you have it. Hi, Alyssa. Thank you for the super chat. And yeah, it is very apparent. I don't know why people have to like constantly say that I don't have something that is very obvious that I do. They like to say things that I have been diagnosed with, I haven't been, and then things that I haven't been diagnosed with, they like to say that I have. It is the most exhausting thing about being on YouTube, I feel like. The thing is, I never knew really anything about BPD until I was diagnosed with it. The only thing I'd ever heard about it was when people would randomly be like, "You have borderline personality disorder." Like people would message me and say that. And this was back in like 2019. And I would get pissed. I'd be like, "I don't have a personality disorder." Like I would get so mad. I had no idea what it was. And then I was seeing a psychologist in 2023, which I've shared this story fucking 9 million times. That is when I was diagnosed with it and I learned more about it. So that doesn't even make sense what you just said, but okay, pop off. Um, Same. I denied my diagnosis for years, didn't get help until I was 19 because I refused to admit I had it even after being hospitalized for months due to symptoms. Yeah, Alyssa, like when I first was diagnosed, I did not tell you to because for one, I didn't want to be like, "Oh, you guys were right." Because so many people would tell me that I had it and I was like, what the fuck is even that? Like, no, I don't have a personality disorder. Like, I literally am fine, you know? So then when I was diagnosed, like, I didn't tell people until months later.
She's made a fortune this month by crashing online, aka embarrassing herself for clout. Her streams are a chaotic mix of haters, trolls, and fans throwing money at her, and she's eating it up. When someone calls her out for members only chat, she turns it off to prove a point, but the chat's still a dumpster fire of insults. And Amber? She's thriving. To her, any attention is good attention, even if it's people calling her out. She's not deleting these streams because she loves the chaos. It's her brand.
Because I genuinely was like, this cannot be real. And then during that time, I was seeing a psychologist, and then I stopped because I moved and I was learning more about it. And like, it genuinely opened my eyes because things made sense. Like, things finally made sense where like circles were able to go into circles, squares were able to go into squares, where in the past, the squares were trying to go into the circles and the circles were trying to go into the squares. And if you know, you know. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, then obviously you don't know what I mean and you've never experienced not understanding why you are the way you are and thinking that like something's wrong, but this is my normal. I don't understand why I'm like this, but other people aren't. And then when you finally get that diagnosis and you become aware, you're like, what the fuck? There's other people out there like me who can relate to this? It it's crazy. It's crazy. Would love your thoughts on Netflix new documentaries, The Biggest Loser TV show, fit for TV. I've never even heard of that. There's a documentary about The Biggest Loser? I need to watch that. Thanks for the recommendation, and thank you for the super chat. Ooh, Rosemary, very much, fuck off. Thank you. Insert lie, insert lie, you're here. Fart, lizard, lizard, lizard. Okay, you're definitely 10. Get the fuck out of my chat. Would you make ASMR again? Why or why not? Because I loved it. Thank you for the super chat and thank you for loving it. But I don't know. It doesn't seem like a lot of people like it. So
Amber's also doubling down on her drug baby narrative, claiming she didn't know until a year ago that her mom did drugs while pregnant with her. Aunt Tammy shuts that down, saying Mama Lynn was clean when Amber was born, and they'd have taken her away if there were substances in her system. Amber's response: crickets. She loves the sympathy points of being a drug baby, so she'll keep pushing the lie, facts be damned. It's another example of her crafting a narrative to stay the victim. And then there's the laziness accusation. Someone in chat calls her out, and Amber's like, I'm by far from lazy. She even claims she holds her pee during streams to prove her work ethic. Holding your pee? That's not hustle, that's a health risk. Amber's week is eating, scrolling, and streaming for cash. She could be making vlogs, engaging her audience, or doing something productive, but nah, she's too busy perfecting her victim act. She could own the laziness and brag about getting paid for it, but instead, she's pretending she's some tireless entrepreneur.
I don't know. I don't think so. I'm convinced that the haters are jealous. I don't think that's what it is. I think they just are very miserable in their lives because happy people do not treat people like this regardless. Hate them or not, or hate me or not, like, if you're a happy person who loves your life and loves yourself, like, you just genuinely do not sit around treating someone like this, and that's just, like, the psychology of it all. So, sorry, my A1C is completely normal. I am not even pre-diabetic. Accept it for what it is and stop being fat phobic. Thank you. Many people with BPD can also present with NPD specific traits. Yes, not all to the level which a NPD diagnosis is appropriate. Correct. Despite not qualifying for NPD, do you believe you have some NPD traits? Tasha, thank you for the super chat and thank you for actually asking that in a very nice way. And yes, that is something I've always talked about is I do have some narcissistic personality traits. And it's weird because those very traits that I have that I've always felt were narcissistic, what made me question, like, "Oh my god, am I narcissistic?" They're the ones that coincide with borderline personality disorder.
The delusion is next level. Amber's brief flirtation with joining LolCow Live is comedy gold. She thought she'd hop into their Discord and be greeted like a queen, but surprise, she got clowned. Now she's backtracking, saying, "They have a good thing going. I don't want to ruin it." Translation, she's terrified of getting roasted on a bigger stage. Amber can't handle live callouts. She's fine dishing out drama in her own chat, but put her in a setting where she has to think on her feet? She'd crumble faster than a hot Cheeto. Mark my words, she's never guesting on anyone's show. She's too scared of being exposed. And let's not gloss over Amber fangirling over your mama on Discord, gushing like she's meeting a celebrity. Amber's drawn to people who kiss her ass, no matter how shady. As long as they feed her ego, she's all in. It's pathetic, but not surprising. Amber's smugness is unmatched for someone with so little going on. She's built a career out of being a fascinatingly terrible person, lying, manipulating, and gaslighting her way through every scandal without a shred of self-reflection. She's a narcissist who refuses to change, getting worse with every call-out. Whether it's faking health scares, dodging narcissism accusations, or pretending she's not lazy, Amber's living in a delusion where she's the star of her own tragic reality show. The haters aren't jealous. They're just exhausted by her antics. And yet, she thrives on it, because to Amber, any attention is good attention. So, what's the verdict? Is Amber a master manipulator, or just too delusional to function? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep this tea hot. Until next time, stay skeptical, fam. This dumpster fire's got no end in sight.